When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. We're gonna go back there, because I want to see if those number buttons actually do something before you turn off the
Yet
thing.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Well, that's nice.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
All right, let's
Controls
see.
labeled with emotions.
These
Happy
number
or
buttons
sad
actually
or
do
content. Walking, eating,
1,
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
2.
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another
3.
human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How do I get up these stairs? How do I get up the stairs? This is why I couldn't do this before, because I literally cannot see the entrance to the stairs. Go up the stairs. Come on, try and make it up the stairs. Okay, this is just straight up inaccessible. Okay, so the number buttons do not do anything. I guess I'll just answer my second question I had about this place. What happens if I turn it on and then turn it off?
And when at last he found the source of the room's... Oh,
Turn it
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off.
Now, what happens if I
leave.
turn it off?
If you want to throw my story off
Okay,
track,
nope, I can't turn it off. Okay, well that was a waste of time.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Well, at least we have some different dialogue.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Onto the platform.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. Someone you've forgotten about.
Yes.
Please,
My non-existent
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Really?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I can't do it.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes, I did.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What?
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Huh?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This
Not
is why
Stanley?
you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
What?
It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Wait, what?
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What?
Choice.
Choice.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then
I'm
provide
learning.
an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
What? Practice. Huh? Okay. My god, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back second crack.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Good to
and
know.
the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay then.
Welcome back.
That was
You may
informative.
have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
What the-
But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. What are we doing? Okay. Are we getting on the platform? Yes, we are.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Aw.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as
You've
soon as
clearly never seen
possible
Psycho.
before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Alright, where are we going now? Back to the office.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Sounds good to me.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
I am
All
Stanley.
right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I am Stanley.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase,
What?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I feel like this is just sending me down the main one without giving me the option to... Okay, nope, that's different.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Speak the code. Night Shark, or whatever it was.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Looks like they didn't have enough budget for Stanley's voice actor.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
What?
behave exactly as Stanley would.
What's happening?
That means choosing responsibly.
It's Groundhog Day! No! No, I've gotten a time loop!
Sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm trying to obey your story, man. Please, what are you doing to me?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
I'm trying to listen to
exactly
you.
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I'm afraid I have no choice.
You'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay, what the... Okay. What about now? Will I make it further this time? What is going on? What?
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Why?
Sorry? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Whoa! Whoa! What's going on? Help! Ah! What the? What's happening? I'm alive! I'm alive!
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
I'm sorry, I tried to follow the map.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I tried!
He knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect.
I tried!
I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Oh. Dude, are you okay?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
No.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
I don't hear the credits.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
Listening?
Okay.
I'm
It's okay,
here.
I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for
Sorry,
you to
Leroy?
decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay. Well, that's one of my favorite endings we've gotten so far.